The river. It's a dynamic system teeming with life, and through the seasons it sustains myriad creatures. Water is its lifeblood, and when banks are full, all is well. But a sudden loss of water is catastrophic to the river and its dependents. Rapid drops are seldom seen in nature, but when caused by outside forces, chaos and destruction occur. This was illustrated when a section of the Nenasko River was purposely drained to allow repair of an adjacent lake. In less than 12 hours, water levels over several miles dropped nearly 30 inches in the shallow river, forming dry zones, riffles, and shoals. Change came swiftly. Backwaters and sloughs were first impacted, drying and forcing fish to flee. Fish are wired to move upstream against rising water, so the unnatural sudden drop that called for a reverse exit was confusing. As pools dropped and formed rapidly dwindling escape chutes, fish large and small seemed to hesitate, many for too long. As they resisted surfing to deeper water downstream, numbers sealed their fates to be trapped in shallows. These largemouth bass, cruising with their backs exposed, waited until the escape route was closed. Smaller bluegills, swimming in schools, tried to exit again and again, but afraid of their only chance, most turned back. Only occasionally would a fish break for deeper water, wriggling and flipping its way to safety. Turtles and frogs moved openly, crawling for cover as the water went down. They had the advantage of breathing air, unlike fish whose gills must stay submerged. So all along the river, some fish, big and small, were stranded and doomed, many still fighting to get upstream as the water receded. And by nightfall, many lay dead on the newly exposed mud. Birds moved in. Many local hunters like great blue herons found trapped or dead fish, some partially eaten by raccoons and minks overnight. And they ate at their leisure throughout the day. Ducks and migrating shorebirds traced along the shallows, feeding on aquatic insects and minnows bunched into smaller waters. Even migrating birds like gulls flying high overhead recognized the unusual hunting grounds and quickly dropped to fill their tanks before moving on. It was a fascinating aftermath to an unnatural disaster. It is what it is, but it will one day return. I'm Mike Blair in the Kansas Outdoors.